What's up, my people? I'm fixing to bring something out. You know what I'm saying? I think it's time just to kind of bring forth a little information because we are living in a time that the information is there now. You can do the research and you can better yourself through research and as you know, going forward in this generation. Um, First of all, I want to bring out the question: why do we keep holidays if we're Christians than the holy days that's in the Bible? Because first of all, if you say, well, we don't have to do that no more, so you telling me that you can do you stop doing the holy days to do the holidays to replace that's like a replacement. But let me show you what you some of the stuff that you're replacing. First of all, when it comes to Christmas, some people say, hey, I do it because of Christ. But first of all, that's nowhere in the Bible that it tells you to celebrate Christmas. And also, that's not Christ's birthday. December the 25th is actually the birthday of Nimrod and other gods, you know. And also, let me bring forth every holiday, if you think about it, has an idol attached to it. Whether if it's a leprechaun, you know, that's St. Patrick's Day. Whether it's you got the Easter bunny, Easter. But I'm gonna focus on Santa Claus because right now we're living in a time where, and according to this Gregorian calendar, December the 25th shall be probably in about 6 days, according to whenever I post this, if I post this. But anyway, first of all, if you look at the word Santa, you know what I'm saying? If you move that N and that A, it's a tree. It's Satan. Also, you look at the information about Santa Claus, you're making a clause, you're making an agreement with him. First of all, he's saying he come from the side of the north, he come from the North Pole. If you do your information and research, according to the Bible, Mount Zion is the side of the north. So now, Satan is saying, I will stand between that. It also tells you that in in Isaiah, the 14th chapter. Isaiah in the 14th chapter, how have thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? For he has said in his heart that he will sit at the side of the north, which is Mount Zion. You know what I'm saying? So these are things, if you look up that in Isaiah to read the whole thing, it'll tell you about that. So now, when he says he shall sit above the stars of God, these stars are angels, the angels of God. So you have to look at that information also. Also about Satan Claus or Santa Claus, he come down the chimney and then he comes through the fire. And then you put your children in his lap. When you put your children in his lap, that actually represents child sacrifice. During the ancient times, if you do the research, you'll find out child sacrifice, they was actually doing that. And they would dedicate that to the gods. They would put the children, the babies, in the fire as child sacrifice. So that's another reason why I don't deal with the Santa Claus or December the 25th as Christ's birthday, or even, you know, celebrate that. Also, if you do the research when it talks about the Christmas tree, in Jeremiah chapter 10, it talks about that, you know, do not do the things like the heathens. Well, this custom comes from the time when Nimrod's wife, Semiramis, when Nimrod passed away, Semiramis saw an evergreen tree resurrecting upon his grave. And when she saw that tree resurrecting upon that grave, she looked at it as representing his fertility. So she would put presents around it so that people by default would bow down to that tree. But for those that would not bow down to that tree, she would make a public example to put fear in all the other people. She would behead those and hang their heads up on the tree. That's the images of the balls that you see on that tree. So that represents those that would not bow down to the tree. Okay, now if you do also the information and find out when you put the little thing around the tree, the little circle, that represents the snake. And then you have that star Moloch. So all these customs that we do today are really ancient practices resurrecting the ancient spirits into our lives to cover us year in and year out. So a lot of times our curses come because of the culture that we're dealing with and the sorcery that we're dealing with, you know, not knowing. But now we're living in a time to better yourself is to do the research and find out everything that you're doing, and everything that you're doing, Make a change. Despite of people saying, hey, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. If you did the research yourself and made the change for yourself, hey, you know what I'm saying? All praises to the Father, because it's about, it's about you and the Most High and first. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I want to just pose the question, why did Christians, or us as Christians, stop the holy days of the Bible and replaced it with the holidays? That's kind of backwards if you think about it. So I just want y'all to do your research. This is not a hit on anyone. This is not to say, hey, you're going to hell because of this. No, I'm just giving you information to better yourself as a Christian, as a child of God. And, you trying to better yourself so that you can make it into the kingdom. And you want to make sure you have all your I's dotted and T's crossed when that time comes. So I'm just giving y'all this right now. And hopefully through the Most High, I'm going to post this and go from there. Peace out.